Hello, my name is Samim.
My name is Fatima.
My name is Ahmed.
My name is Rahila.
Samaya.
Adam.
My name is Isaac. I'm Zara. Yasmin.
When I first came to Australia,
I was 12.
I was 13 years old.
10 years old.
I was 13 years old.
I came from Sudan.
I am from Iraq.
I'm from Afghanistan.
I came from Pakistan to beautiful Australia.
When I came to Australia, I feel a little bit scared.
I didn't know anyone in Australia.
It was very strange for me because everything is different and new.
The houses was funny and they made from wood.
I felt very nervous.
Scared and excited.
Very happy.
The first thing I thought was very strange because everyone was different.
I felt very excited.
Thinking, what's gonna happen next?
My name is Ari Polani. I am the Youth Arts Director here at the Empire Theatre. I have been one of the lead artists on the Harristown Artist in Residence project. My work with Y Block and at Harristown has been centred around theatre primarily, but under the guise of theatre, we've been working on community development, language skill, being able to articulate experiences and navigate problem solving together.
The facilitators and the artists who work with us from the Empire Theatre are able to work with the students in a way that is totally dependent on relationships that are formed. They're doing a lot of relationship building, a lot of talking and discussion so that they understand each other and where everyone is coming from and how they're thinking and why they're thinking. It gives the students a chance to express themselves in different ways that they don't necessarily do when they're learning English in the classroom.
I've worked with multiple communities at Harristown over the last year and a half, but specifically in this last project, we have been working with Afghan nation background kids, Pakistani kids, and Iranian kids as well. Primarily exploring that community. What is their story? What are their lives at the moment? What is this transitionary discussion that they are going through and being part of? And some of the responses have been amazing and just breathtaking in how similar they can be. We've come across stories that when we first came to Australia, there were so many dogs. Why are there so many dogs? What's going on? Why did people have dogs? Or why are people running in the street for sport? Where are the markets? Can I just go to someone's house and buy something?
My name is Claire Christian and I am a youth arts facilitator, theatre maker and a writer based in Toowoomba. We've been leading the group in a lot of theatre, different arts facilitation kind of games and lots of self-development activities about what it means to be them and what it means to be them in Australia. We've also been doing a lot of work in how we develop a multicultural community. What they've realised is that so many of their stories are similar and aligned and they didn't know that. You're starting from a very beginning level where these young people have never been put in a position where they feel empowered or where they feel like they can talk about themselves or where they've never ever felt like they are heard. It takes a lot of time. It's been a very slow burn, but the results have been pretty amazing and pretty awe-inspiring to watch them recognise that who they are and the stories that they have and the journeys that they've been on are pretty damn remarkable.
My name is Gabriel Comerford. I am a Brisbane-based contemporary dance artist. One of the first tasks I did with them was getting them to write their name with their body. They're firstly out of their comfort zone because they don't know their body, but then also reminding them that they can write in their own language because they all get instantly caught up in, I have to write my name in English. And they're like, I can't remember how to write it. I'm like, you know how to write your name, just don't worry about it writing in English. It automatically becomes a very personal thing because it's coming entirely from them, it's their name, and they're putting themselves out there. That vulnerability that they show to make movement that comes from them, for there not to be any idea of right or wrong. It means that the only person judging them is themselves.
You start an activity and you have your plan all set out. We're going to do this today and we'll explore this and we'll do some acting and then I've got a script that we'll look at. And then during discussions, someone starts to feel a certain way and we explore that. And that takes us to a place where we are talking about physical scars like gunshot wounds or knife wounds or things that have a mark on your body that reflects a scar in your mind. And it's wonderful in theatre that we are able to explore those scars physically and mentally and transform hurt into understanding or empowerment or the ability to connect with each other through something like that. It's hard being a teenager, and it's hard being different as a teenager then as well. The time that we have spent together has been one of reprieve from those battles, and has been one of empowering each other and empowering yourself to feel that my voice is important, my presence is important, my perspective is important.
So the skills that the students are learning are skills that are going to be able to be transferred certainly beyond this classroom and beyond Y Block into the high school, and then also beyond high school into their lives. So the classroom environment is often more structured and stricter in terms of time constraints, so there's things that we have to get through. And with Ari and the other facilitators that work with the students, there's always time for the students to be able to express themselves.
Teachers have a different role. They're not necessarily allowed to communicate with the students the same way that I can as an artist coming in to work with them.
Because of the relationship that some of those students have developed, they feel comfortable to share stories and to share things that they haven't shared with anyone else before ever. I think it's given them an avenue for self-expression. And I also think it's given the students a different way of understanding learning, so that they see that learning is not just what happens in the classroom when they're learning English or maths or science or whatever, but they're learning all the time in what they're doing.
Through these discussions, they have articulated that there has been times that they didn't feel like they could share their story. And it's taken a long time for us to be able to get to a place where we can share that. And it's been an honour to be able to be a part of that.
The work that we do in the arts and using the arts to empower people, particularly young people, to find their voice and use their voice to tell their stories is pretty amazing. What I have learnt on this project is the actual power of that. The stories that these young people have to tell is something that we all in this country need to hear, because what they have experienced and the reality of their situation is pretty mind-blowing, that they can come here and feel so grateful, and that we live in a political climate where that possibly isn't the way that they're perceived.
They always say, it's never good enough, it's not good enough, or I'm not good enough. And trying to instill that thing of, it's all good enough and it's all perfect, exactly how you do it. If it comes from you, if it feels good, then it's perfect.
Work like this matters. The voices of these young people are so important, and we need to hear them.
And it's been a really exciting time to be able to talk about our changing world and being a part of that, and how we can empower each other into feeling connected.